In 1982, the hugely successful pop group ABBA decided to take a break. The break is now over 40 years later.
ABBA has a new album out, and it's one of the current music and video releases Rob talked about with Mick Pratt and Brett Wickard from Bull Moose. They started with a film called Pig, starring Nic Cage, a talented actor who's made a lot of really bad movies in recent years.
Pig, though, I think, is Nic Cage going back out there and telling everybody that, like, yes, I can still act. I can still be a great, emotive, serious actor when I want to. I just choose to do these other movies because they're more fun. But like his performance.
Don't you think this one was mismarketed too? Like, I think this is a brilliant movie, but a lot slower than what it gets across. It's so much internal development.
Who has my pig?
But really, it's like a very somber, very slow movie about grief and like the attachment that we have to people in our lives and animals in our lives. And his performance is right up there with like Leaving Las Vegas and Adaptation. Like it's phenomenal. It's really, really good.
Let's talk about a significant new music release. This is from a band that has sold more albums than we could begin to count up, has had a huge pop culture influence, but hasn't turned out new music in a long time. We have ABBA with a new album out called Voyage. What have we got here, Brett?
Oh, what's so great about ABBA is they know to lean into what they're amazing at. They're pop, they're cheesy, they're catchy. And so they're like, let's own that. And it is an absolute dose of joy. Folks want to get an idea of what they're in for. Just do watch like the I Still Have Faith in You. The YouTube's got a great video on it. They made a great video for it that goes back to the 70s heyday and everything. And you're going to put on your bell-bottom pants. I mean, literally a audio bit of joy.
All right, on to another musical release. Mick, this is probably about the best week of 2021 for you because you've got a Nic Cage film coming out and you've got your favorite band. And this is kind of a cult band. I'm sure a lot of our viewers have never heard of these guys. The name of the band is Tally Hall. The name of the release is Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. It's an LP. And we need a little explanation of what we got here.
Yeah, I've got the show and tell here, right? I'm that excited about it. So maybe the viewers don't know about it, but I think their kids do. The thing about Tally Hall is they were they called themselves a wonky pop rock band, which is basically this. They took a bunch of different musical elements and smashed them all together and made a really fun album back in 2005. In the era of streaming, they've become a lot more popular again. But anyway, this record finally comes out on vinyl, and I was super excited because not only is Needle Juice Records putting it out for this new generation of fans, but there's like a special Bull Moose exclusive version. So we have like our own special Bull Moose thing, and it's crazy to think that I get to 15 years later be like, yes, this is the band I really like. They're obscure and cult and weird and awesome, and we have our own thing. So I could literally spend the whole segment talking about this. So
I think we kind of got that impression.
It's exciting.
Everyone comes with additional 10% of Mick love.
It's true.
It comes with the record, definitely.
It comes packaged with the record.
Let's wrap up with a piece of really vintage 1980s cheese, a Blu-ray release of a movie called Steel Dawn. I'm surprised that there's really interest in this particular film at this time, Brett.
Well, I really appreciate that this one gets thrown to me where, Mick got to bring out something that really needed to be rediscovered. And I get to talk about something that should definitely not have been rediscovered. But it is so awful, it's awesome.
I am the authority in this town.
A legend is born.
You shouldn't play with sharp objects.
The legend of a man with no name and no home.
You like being mysterious, don't you?
A warrior trained in the ancient art of combat.
A man needs his exercise.
It doesn't really have a plot, so to speak, but, you've got Swayze shirtless, you've got, desert, it did $500,000 at the box office. The acting is what you would expect, so you know what you're in for. To me, it is so awful. It is absolutely awesome. If you don't want an awful movie that's absolutely awesome, do not watch this.
All right, we'll file that one under the category of extremely guilty pleasures.
I don't believe in guilty pleasures. I just believe in pleasures.
I like that.
And you can see the full list of those music and video releases on our website and app.